Welcome to our totally normal Pokemon Red playthrough, where nothing funky will be happening.
I just keep.
OBS? Okay, I think we're good.
As far as like the pattern of these little Pokemon showing up, I've been watching this for Squirtle.
Hey, there it is.
This has been kind of like going for a while now, and it seems like it's a random pattern
like
of because see, there's Squirtle again.
So here's the thing.
I'm waiting for my favorite one to show up, and you know which one I'm talking about.
I think I'm gonna have to do something in OBS really quick. Give me a moment.
Oh. Okay. Charizard's there too.
Things have kind of messed up, so let's
It's that one that looks like phlegm.
Display capture.
Did the stream die?
No, I'm just, kind of... Whoops. Not that one. Not that display. That display. Okay. That should be working better now.
That's okay. My favorite one of these pictures has not showed up yet.
Are you talking about Diglett?
No, I'm waiting for our guy to show up.
Wait, which one is our guy?
The guy that the picture's going to be really funny when he pops up, because he's not going to look how he normally looks, because this game was made before the anime.
Oh, you're talking about, Chonky Pikachu.
Yeah, when is he going to show up?
And we'll see a Chonky Pikachu eventually, I'm sure.
Well...
I'll wait for, like, 2 more to cycle. Hey, there he is!
He looks like Big the Cat!
That is my favorite Pikachu sprite. I miss Fat Pikachu.
He looks like Big the Cat.
So here's Professor Oak. He's telling us about how awesome the world of Pokemon is. Like, you got crazy shit like Nidorino.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got big ears. At least I hope those are ears.
I'm pretty sure those are ears. So let's name ourselves. Let's do something like...
Just make your name Boobs. Like... looks like parentheses with dots in them.
Oh, that's a good point. We could do something like that.
We could be 12 years old and do that. Hey, now we're gonna get demonetized.
All right, this stream is off to a wonderful start.
Oh, this was a good idea. This is my grandson, Boobs.
All right, what's his name?
His name... How about... do we want to insert ourselves into this? How many more characters do we have?
We have 7 characters. Well, I thought you meant it's just ourselves and the rival.
Oh. Damn, I realized there was an opportunity to make one of them Oob and one of them Count, but,
too late now.
Who's our enemy? Who's our rival? Who's the stream's rival? Is it Fred Durst?
Brad Schneider.
Is it, it could be Keith.
Sure, let's make him Keith. I don't think this game is going to stick around too long anyway.
Alright, Keith, if you're watching, you're my rival.
Where is H? There it is.
Keith, worse than Fred Durst.
Yes. Alright, we start out in a bedroom, and we're playing the Super Nintendo, because we're cool.
So, you've been making a real big deal about this game, and
well, I don't
know anything.
I don't know if I've been making a big deal about it, but there's some interesting things about it. This is our mom, we can just completely ignore her.
Oh, cool.
We're not allowed to go out into the tall grass, because it's dangerous.
It is.
Wild Pokemon are in tall grass, and also ticks.
By the way, I have Bulbapedia open in case we need it.
Sweet. And hello, Joanna. So we got 3 Pokemon here. They are inside Pokeballs. Alright, Oob, it's time for the ultimate personality test. You need to choose between Charmander.
Alright, well, I do like Charmander. What is...
There's Squirtle.
Oh, well, I think... Did we even need to look at the third one?
Well, the third one is Bulbasaur.
Oh, I do like Bulbasaur. But, I mean, Squirtle, though.
I'm going to apologize, we kind of have to go with Bulbasaur.
What the Well, that's fine. I do like Bulbasaur.
Normally I wouldn't go with Bulbasaur, but I am for this playthrough, for reasons. Yeah, let's nickname him.
Being cryptic again.
I forgot that we get to nickname all of our Pokemon, so there's plenty of potential here.
We'll name him, I'm trying to think of a pun on the name Bob. Like Bulb the Builder, but that probably won't fit.
Nah, we only have 10 letters to work with.
Bulbarock. For all the Metallica fans in the
Yep.
In the comments.
Man, I hate that this is an alphabetical keyboard and not, like, QWERTY. And of course he takes Charmander, who is fire type, which we're weak to.
Keith would take Charmander in real life too.
Wait,
I'm really hoping that...
And now Keith wants to fight us via his new fire lizard. Oh, what were you saying, Oob?
Oh, I hope that, I'm gonna make assumptions about, what kind of Pokemon Keith likes, and I hope I'm wrong and he just yells at me in the comments.
Well, Keith is not here, so we can say anything we want to about him.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Keith, for thinking your mom's birthday is more important than meeting me. So this is the most epic slap fight of all time.
Well, it's okay, we're gonna win, though.
We start out, things start out a little slow, but they will ramp up very quickly. Alright, and Bulbarock is stronger, obviously, because he's mine. And we get 69 experience, nice.
Oh, hey! Is that why you wanted to play this game so much? You picked wrong.
Watch as he swaggers away. Alright, now that we have...
If it was the real Keith, he would have just ran away on all fours.
Now that we have our own monster, we're allowed to go out into the grass, thank God.
Uh-oh. That's a bird!
It is a bird.
What are your thoughts about Pidgey?
Pidgey's alright. It's, it kind of set a precedent that every region kind of needs to have a generic bird Pokemon, but out of the generic bird Pokemon, I think it's one of the better designed ones. I like it better than something like, Pidove. And we're just beating up wild animals, because that's what cool people do.
Yeah, eat my ass, PETA.
PETA did make a Flash game parody of Pokemon. Whoops.
When are we gonna play that for the channel?
Probably never, because it's really just not that interesting. Let's just heal our Pokemon, the one that we have. And I forgot. I wanted to change the text speed to fast, just because it's faster.
Yeah, gotta go fast.
We're adults, we can read. So basically, in order to progress, we gotta go to the Pokemart, get Oak's parcel, and then go all the fuck way back to Pallet Town. Why? Game design, I guess.
I like that they're called Pallet Town. Whoever the founder of Pallet Town was, he, I don't know, he had an interesting, sense of naming convention.
You'll be saying that a lot from here on out. I'll be getting Pokeballs soon, Joanna.
It's a goddamn animal.
It's a rat. It's just a rat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not crazy about him.
But wait, it evolves into a bigger, uglier rat.
No, cool. I'm gonna look him up.
Apparently it's Pokemon canon that Pokemon felt sorry for humans being weak, so they agreed to offer their friendship to those who proved themselves worthy. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow, what a disgusting evolution. It just gets grosser and grosser.
That's what I'm saying.
Rattata is actually the cutest of the designs.
Yep. And it's just a rat.
And it's just a rat, but it's kind of like... I mean, it's kind of cute, but... I have no hatred of like, short-haired rats.
I like rodents in general.
I don't like when they show up in my house.
True. So now he gives us the Pokedex, which is important because that allows us to actually catch Pokemon. We're not allowed to buy Pokeballs or anything like that until we get that shit, so... And Keith is all like, I'm a dick.
Just like in real life. He says that to me every day. He texts it to me in the morning.
So, whoops, let's take a look at the Pokedex really quick. We've only seen a handful of Pokemon. Here's Charmander, our starter. Or Bulbasaur, did I call him Charmander?
I don't know.
There's Charmander. But yeah, that just shows information on the Pokemon you've seen and caught so far. So apparently when wild Pokemon show up, that just means they want to be your friend.
Aw. I want to be most of their friends. Not with all of them.
Do you want to be Mr. Mime's friend?
I don't.
Why not?
Because he has a child called Mr. Mime Jr.
It's just Mime Jr.
Whatever.
So now we can buy balls.
When do we fight Diglett?
Well, there's a location in this game, hope I'm not spoiling too much, called Diglett Cave.
I want to go to that cave right now.
In due time.
Oh!
I don't have access to it right now.
Then get a gun.
That Pokemon's not in Generation 1.
I forgot this is Japan. They don't have guns in Japan.
There was a Pokemon episode that had guns in it that wasn't allowed to air in the States.
Oh, another pigeon.
Yep, we are going to catch this one.
It's the same one. It's Bull Brock.
No, we're Bulbrock.
Oh, that's right. I'm stupid. Never mind. It's because his name. It's the name is under the Pidgey. It makes it look like that's his name.
Yeah. That's just something you're gonna kind of have to get used to, unfortunately. It's kind of a... I don't remember if that happens in the later games or not, but it's kind of just a quirk of these games. And now we have a Pidgey. It is the tiny bird Pokemon.
We love tiny birds. The tinier the bird is, the better.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do my best. A common sight in forests and woods, it flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. And what do we name the burb? I know what we name the burb.
What?
Wah!
That should be all caps, though.
Oh. Well, I can fix that later.
I want like a David Attenborough documentary where he's just going around looking at Pokemon. Here we see the wild... what's a stupid Pokemon?
Lickitung.
Here we have a wild Lickitung. Very important to the environment here because he licks stuff. Provides moisture for the atmosphere.
Sure. Whoops, no, I don't want to heal again.
It'll win an Emmy Award.
They need to have a Morgan Freeman narrated Pokemon documentary. Let's switch our Pidgey out in front. Or I'm sorry, let's switch Wah out in front, because he's only level 4 and he needs to catch up.
Yeah.
And I'm not going in that grass again, because there's no more Pokemon in there that I want.
Yeah, there are no Diglets in there.
And now we are in Viridian Forest, which I am hopefully going to take the optimal path through. Because we could fight all of these trainers, but what would the point of that be?
Antidote.
I mean, we'd get experience, but where we were going, we will not need experience.
We're not Jimi Hendrix.
No.
We don't need to be experienced. Kakuna.
Joanna just said the word Slowpoke. I assume that was in response to what's a dumb Pokemon.
I mean, Slowpoke's kind of dumb. We love him, but he's kind of dumb.
He is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Kakuna's kind of cute.
I like bug Pokemon in general. It's just a shame that they suck so much until, like, Gen 4 or 5.
I think Pokemon are like the one area in which I can accept bugs as cute.
What about Hollow Knight?
I guess that's true.
Yeah, Kakuna is garbage because literally all it can do is use Harden, which raises its defense. And yeah, so that leads people to make many jokes about Kakuna using Harden.
By the way, Joanna, just so you know, I want it on record that, speaking of Slowpoke, that I went to visit Count this Christmas, and Count got me a Slowpoke mug that is, like, bigger than most of the pots in my kitchen.
It is absurdly big. I should have taken a picture of it.
It is too big. I will say the word, I will say it. It's perhaps too big.
Alright, and here's our first trainer battle that isn't our rival. As you can see,
Weedle.
we're already a little underleveled for this, but it's fine, honestly.
Another cute bug.
Oh, and we got poisoned. It's fine. Yeah, Weedle is what evolves into Kakuna. See, Joanna thinks that the Slowpoke mug is cute, and she hasn't even seen it.
Um. That's that's maybe not the word I'd use.
Let's switch out just so Wa doesn't die. And the good thing about Bulbasaur is that it's a poison, or grass/poison type, so it's immune to getting poisoned itself. At least in Generation 1. I'm not entirely sure about future generations, but I know specifically that is a quirk of this generation. Because, there are just some weird mechanics in the early Pokemon games that didn't, end up crossing over into any of the later ones. Let's, heal Wa. Just so the screen stops flashing. Alright, and here we are at Pewter City. Which is where things hopefully start to get a little interesting.
I want there to be a Silent Hill crossover.
That would be, honestly, either the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever. I don't know.
You know, I mean, what is Silent Hill but basically just a more violent Pokemon game?
How many creatures do you collect in Silent Hill?
You're just fighting creatures. Yeah, I mean, you're just walking around and then you have to have little fights.
So here's our first Pokemon gym. This is where we meet Brock, everyone's favorite character from the anime. But here's the thing. We are severely underleveled for this fight because I didn't fight any of the trainers in Viridian Woods. There's also a museum here, but we can ignore that for now. And if we try to escape Pewter City through the east, this motherfucker's like, yo, you gotta check out the gym. Let's fucking go.
I love going to the gym.
And you get this special little jingle when you're walking to the gym.
I feel like he took a longer route than he needed to.
Well, maybe. Yeah, it's a fairly straight path. So I'm just gonna save my game really quick here. And we're just gonna walk down here again. There we go. And let's save again. Why not?
You can never save too many times.
So after we save, things get a little funky here. He's not really walking with us this time.
Good, he's a nerd.
His text box still shows up. And he just appears there and wanders off. If you're wondering, we go back to where he was, and yeah, still there. So let's just reset really quick. Don't ask why I'm doing all these things. It's just the reasons.
Ah. Video games.
So things get a little more messed up. Now we just got him kind of walking around randomly. Kind of off screen sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he walks right into somebody. Okay, now he's right here. It's fine.
Okay.
Except...
Oh no!
Where'd he go? Oh, hey. Looks like we can just get right past him.
Ah!
There he is again, if we reload Pewter City. So, if we look at my Pokemon, I've got, 2 in my party here, of course, Wa and Bulbrock. So, here's what happens if I do absolutely no setup, because here's the thing. The game just does not expect you to talk to him from the right side, because, well, you're either going to talk to him from the left or go underneath him. There's no reason you would talk to him from the right side, because normally you can't get over here while he's there. So if you talk to him, the game literally has no idea where your player character is, and it soft locks.
Okay.
But we do get to listen to this music a little bit, but I can't move around, I can't open the menu, I can't do anything, and the game will just stay like this forever. So, we're going to load a save state really quick. This is a pre-cooked save state. I have a different name. Unfortunately, my Pokemon are not named. We can change that in the future. But I have a very specific setup going on here. The very specific setup is that the first Pokemon, I believe, in my party has to have a special stat of 16. As you can see, that's what my Bulbasaur has on this save file. And the second Pokemon in my party has to be a Pidgey with a health of 15. Now, I really don't know why this works the way that it does. I'm going to try to explain other glitches as they come up. This one is just a little beyond me. Somehow, having Pokemon with those two specific things going on writes specific values to the game's RAM that lets it figure out where you are, preventing the soft lock. I don't know how this works. It just does.
Video games.
So then, the menu is just going to keep trying to open, and your player character will kind of have this weird glitchy movement. Also, he will just turn into random other sprites, apparently. Now, if I hold down the B button, I can just walk wherever. This is a glitch called Brock Through Walls.
That's a great name.
Because it combines Brock Skip and Walking Through Walls. So, what can we do with this glitch? Well, we can do quite a few things. Also, if you haven't figured it out by now, this is not a normal Pokemon playthrough.
What?
I lied. So first off, we can just completely bypass this cave here. You see these two entrances are basically right next to each other? That's kind of a lie. This whole cave is a really roundabout route. We don't need to deal with that.
There might be spiders in there.
There might be bats. Specifically, bats that show up every 2 steps.
Oh. What, or Zubat?
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
An actual Zubat, not Gengar like I saw in the last video.
So we could...
Oh, everything's purple now.
It's blue now, because we are now in Cerulean City, and we got this guy right here standing in front of a cave. Normally, if we get over here, he's like, yo, you gotta be a big dick motherfucker to get into this here cave behind me. But the thing is, with the walk through walls glitch, we are a big dick motherfucker.
The cave made it look like that guy had Marge Simpson hair.
That is what everybody says. I love it. So this is Cerulean Cave. This is a very, very late game area. As in, you're not even supposed to enter here until after you've beaten the game. So why would I be going in here now? Well, that would be...
Zubat.
Well, because Golbat, the evolution of Zubat, that would be because... that would be because I want one of these guys. Raichu. It is the evolution of Pikachu. So, I'm just gonna sit here and throw Pokeballs at it. Oh hey, first one! Wow, I can't believe that worked!
What?
So now we have a Raichu, which is pretty important. We're not going to nickname him because that'll be inconsistent anyway. So let's use this escape rope that I totally remembered to buy on stream. It is a really good thing that I had these pre-cooked save states. And now that we get back to Pewter City, his text box shows up again. And things are pretty much back to normal, except we have a level 53 Raichu in our party.
Like, man, I had the strangest dream. Right, Raichu?
So now, we gotta get past this guy again, because we still haven't fought Brock. And, unfortunately, even though we have an extremely over-leveled Raichu, the only attacking move he has is Thunder Shock. That is an electric-type move. Both of Brock's Pokemon are part ground-type, which electric cannot hit, so Raichu actually will not help us at all in that fight. So we're still skipping Brock.
Man.
Whoops, and I forgot to...
Brock's
Here's a good place to show this off. You can't move the cursor on this menu, so it has to be over the save button when you do this. I fucked up, so we're just gonna redo it. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just that Brock is really getting shafted by this LP.
And we'll fight him eventually, I'm sure. Maybe not. I don't know if you actually have to fight Brock to finish the game. Let's see. We'll find out eventually.
We're doing a pacifist run of as far as Brock-related things. You know.
Yeah, we don't want to fight Brock. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy with a lifestyle.
So now we reset, so we can once again set up Brock through walls. Also, unfortunately, our name, is what I had chosen when I was making these save states before, so it did not stay as Boobs. Maybe
Goodbye.
later. Maybe later I can Game Shark that in.
Goodbye, Boobs.
We hardly knew ye.
You had a good run.
Yeah, Brock Through Walls is a very goofy glitch visually, but there are much goofier glitches visually. We won't really be showing them off today because I'm probably not going to be able to get far enough to show them, but that is one thing that if we do continue this, it is something to look forward to.
So how exactly did you learn about all these glitches? Or is this like are these like well known in the Pokemon?
Some of them are well known. Brock Through Walls specifically isn't as well known. The Brock Skip itself is, but Brock Through Walls, probably because it specifically involves a RAM manipulation, is just a very, I guess, niche, obscure glitch. But once I go through a door, that basically cancels out the Brock Through Walls glitch, so now things are back to normal. Relatively speaking.
Well, I fucking hate normal shit. We gotta get weird.
Oh, it is going to get weird soon enough. There are a few things that I have to do to make sure the game is going to cooperate with us, basically, but one of them is surprise rival fight. So Keith comes up to us and he's like, yo, I caught so many fucking Pokemon. Check this out. I'm so much better than you. Not realizing it doesn't matter how many Pokemon you have. I have a level 53 Raichu. Everything.
Derpy.
Yeah, most of the bat. So the thing is, the original Pokemon games were the Japanese Pokemon Red and Green. These games were... You'll see how much this means later on. These games were incredibly glitchy, even compared to the American games that eventually ended up released. So, eventually they released Pokemon Blue, which was just kind of an updated version that took out, like, the most horrible, egregious bugs in the game. And that's the version that American Red and Blue were based on. Also, one of the things that Japanese Blue version did was that it updated all of the front sprites of the Pokemon, so when the Pokemon are facing you. So what you're seeing right now is actually the first version of the Charmander sprite. Or the second version, I'm sorry, the second Charmander sprite that was made. While this is still the first version of the Raichu back sprite. Very nerdy tangent, but I find it interesting. And if you look up some of the... how about you look up some of the sprites for the original Japanese Red and Green?
Alright, which ones am I looking at?
How about you look up Mr. Mime?
Oh, of course.
Look up Mr. Mime on Bulbapedia, and then scroll down to the sprites.
Mr. Mime. Alright.
That'll give you something to look at while I'm just battling this bridge full of trainers.
Yeah, just giving me busy work here with Mr. Mime. Alright, Red and Green. Oh boy.
Thoughts? Would you like to describe what you were seeing to the audience?
Oh. I mean, here's the thing. You know, I'm looking at all the sprites here. None of these are good sprites.
Mr. Mime in particular never had very good sprites in first gen.
He has no good sprites, so I really can't even.
I just thought Mr. Mime because, haha, Mr. Mime funny.
One could even argue he gets worse and worse as time continues. But, yeah, it's Mr. Mime, and he's kind of he's doing that pose where he, like, holds one hand above his head, and the other one's kind of in front of his chest, and he's pink. And he's dumb, and he's terrible, and I hate him.
How about you look up Jinx's sprites?
Okay. How much you want to bet her sprites are going to be better?
Better by what metric?
And better than Mr. Mime.
I don't know. See, Jinx's sprites are terrible for a completely different reason.
Oh no, hers are way worse. No, I forgot, because this was before they, you know, were
yeah.
aware of the problem. So this is like blackface.
Yes.
Are we gonna run into Jinx in this game?
Probably at some point.
Hell.
And this isn't the virtual console version of Yellow, so it's not the, they didn't make her purple.
Well, I hope that happens. We're really just trying to get ourselves demonetized.
Trust me, original Jinx is going to be somehow one of the less fucked up things we see in this playthrough.
We're gonna get the channel deleted.
Nah, plenty of people have at least shown original Jinx on YouTube. Just as long as we don't say any terrible things about it, we'll be good.
Well. You can count on me, that's for sure.
Alright, I only got 3 more trainers on this bridge before we can get to more interesting things. You know, sometimes this is how Pokemon goes. You just walk down a line one-shotting everything with your Pokemon that's 47 levels above everything. 37.
Pokemon is a fairly I mean, a lot of the it seems like a lot of the more standard Pokemon games are fairly chill games. You know,
Yeah.
they're games that don't require a lot of
Maybe it may require a little more thought than use just one Pokemon that you gain through slightly illegitimate means, but you
that's the
know.
best way to do it.
Who wants to put thought into things when we can just break the game?
We're breaking stuff, just like Fred Durst, right? Ha ha!
It's just one of those days.
We met our quota.
Everyone out there in YouTube land, tell us your favorite Pokemon or Limp Bizkit memory.
Everyone in the comments, tell us which Pokemon you think is most likely to be a fan of Limp Bizkit.
I think it would be Scraggy.
Alright, well, I need to look up what he looks like because I don't know that Pokemon.
That's Generation 5.
How do you spell that?
Scragggy. Kinda like Shaggy, except Scraggy.
Maybe. There's Zubat.
Maybe Zubat listens to Limp Bizkit.
I was about to say, Zubat actually does seem like maybe he'd be a Limp Bizkit fan.
So that's our first encounter with Team Rocket. Unfortunately, they are not Jesse and James in this game.
Yeah, they're not nearly gay enough for my liking.
So now that we're done with that, we can explore this little patch of grass. And I do not interact with this guy yet. No, no, no. Very important that I don't interact with him.
Speaking of boobs, remember that time that James just had tits?
Are you fucking kidding me? Not to what you said, to the fact that Abra just showed up. I'm sorry, when I was doing this before, it took literally like 10 minutes to get a goddamn Abra to show up. But yes, I remember when James had tits.
I'm glad I asked that question at that moment.
So the reason I try to paralyze him immediately is because he has a move called Teleport that lets him immediately get away. Also, I only have one Pokeball, which might be a problem.
You know who probably likes Limp Bizkit?
Who?
Muck.
Probably.
He's probably a big nu metal fan.
And I don't remember my save states, so I'm just gonna keep reloading this one until I catch Abra. Whoops.
Muck's body seeps a foul fluid that gives off a nose-bendingly horrible stench. Yeah, that's a nu metal thing.
God damn it. See, if I wasn't afraid that I had save stated at another sensitive moment, which I'm pretty sure I did, then I want to keep reloading this one. So, this might take a moment, because I do need to catch Abra here. There we go. Let's overwrite that. Just so I have one where he's already paralyzed, and I can just keep throwing balls at him. And that ended up being a good idea. Save states are going to make this entire playthrough possible. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, whatever. This was a militarily planned LP, I have to say. I was getting texts from Count in the Discord being like, I've got my. It was like when Marvel's like, I've got my 40 movie plan.
I kind of just went down one of my internet rabbit holes researching this thing, and I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna go heal really quick, just to make sure I have done it, just to make sure the last Pokemon Center rested at is this one. Because this glitch can be a pain in the ass if I end up going all the way back to Pewter City. So this setup is going to seem like complete nonsense to you, and that's my favorite thing about it.
Alright.
So where is this guy? I believe he is 1 square south of here, so I am going to save.
I love nonsense.
So let's just, Yep, he is on that tile down there. So I don't know if you'll even be able to really see it, but do you notice... Yeah, it's not really gonna happen. Never mind. Okay, I can't even really explain this going into it, which makes it even better. So, we are going to walk into his line of sight as I press the pause button. And now I'm going to use the move Teleport from that Abra that I just caught to get us the fuck out of here.
Okay.
And you can see, he notices me. But I'm out of here. Doesn't matter. I can't open my menu right now, but it's fine. We're just going to go into, What were you saying?
We just go into the gym.
Yep.
Like a normal person.
Just normally going into this gym, fighting this random dude here. No reason why. Also, he has a great sprite.
He does.
There's Horsey, a seahorse. We can just kill it.
Yeah, we should. Because it's terrible.
And the Shelter specifically, I'm going to use Growlon 6 times. Just lower its attack all the way. You can see there's not much it's doing to me anyway, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna growl it 6 times.
What are your thoughts about Shelter?
It's pretty cute. I kinda like it. Like, any Pokemon that has its tongue sticking out, it's immediately cute. Unless it's Lickitung, in which case, just go away. I'm basically saying I also like Seal. Okay, yeah, that's 6 times. And now we can kill the Shelter.
Remember when Herman Cain quoted the Pokemon movie? In
I remember that. Remember when Herman Cain said, "I need some pants." Now that I fought him, I can open up the menu, which I don't really need to do. I think I actually do, but shut up.
I want someday someone to run for president, and then they're on NBC or whatever, and the reporter asks them, "So, Mr. Candidate, whatever, why did you want to run for office?" And the guy just goes, "I want to be the very best."
So, do you remember the first Pokemon movie? I know it's been a long time since we've watched it by now, but the one with Mew and Mewtwo.
What is that? The one where Pokemon dies?
That's the one where that's the one where Ash gets turned to spoiler alert. That's the one where Ash gets like petrified into stone, and then he's brought back to life by the Pokemon tears.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, someone dies and then is brought back to life with the power of sadness. Or something.
Yes, but so the whole point of that movie is that Mew is like incredibly rare, and so few people have even seen it. That originally came from the games where Mew was a Pokemon that was normally just handed out at events. Like, if you went to Toys R Us or something when there was an event running and you had your Game Boy with you, they would give you a free Mew or whatever. But there was no actual, like, legitimate way in the games to obtain one. But, when I walk onto that square, the menu just automatically opens, and also that NPC just randomly appears on the top left. I'm not really sure why he shows up there. But I close the menu, and... Oh, hi.
Oh. Kind of looks like a monkey in this one.
A little bit. Kind of, yeah, I think he's supposed to be a cat, but doesn't really come across that well. But, interesting thing about this Mew is that it is level 1. And the thing is about Generation 1 and 2 games is that level 1 Pokemon don't really exist. What I mean by that is that you can't normally encounter them by any means. And they actually don't have any coding for them. So we're not going to nickname Mew. If we look at Mew in our stats screen, you can see he has an absurd amount of experience points right now, despite just being level 1. And that's because, like I said, level 1 Pokemon don't really exist, so they have negative experience points. Also, I should probably explain what the fuck just happened there, because, that probably warrants an explanation. So, basically, what happened when I walked into this dude's line of view, and then flew away, was that when he noticed me, the game basically expects there to be a text box happening. The game specifically expects there's going to be a text box, then a battle, then another text box, and then you're back in the overworld with full control over your character. The thing is, when you teleport away while the game is expecting someone to walk up to you and a text box to appear, when you go back to the Pokemon Center there, the game's still expecting that, so that's why I couldn't open the menu. And that's why I have to go into the gym and specifically have a trainer notice me from a few tiles away and walk up to me. If I just like walked around this way and talked to this dude, the game would have soft locked. It would have had no fucking idea what was going on, specifically because it expected somebody to walk up to me. He walks up to me, I do the battle, and then for the most part everything is normal, except for some reason, this is where I'm not sure why things happen, but for some reason, the species of the Pokemon that you encounter last while setting up this glitch determines the species of the Pokemon that you'll encounter when you go back to the route with a trainer that initially noticed you while setting up this glitch. And the level of the Pokemon that they are going to have is determined by their attack stat, which is why I growled it 6 times. Normally Mew would have been level 7, but because I lowered its attack by 6 stage, it ended up level 1. That is the best explanation I've got for just what just happened there. I know, that made little to no sense, but that's the best I got.
Video games.
Basically, Pokemon Red and Blue are weirdly broken, and it kind of amazes me that people have figured out the specific ways in which they are broken. Also, I completely messed up there. That's fine.
Well, video games, something about the video gaming community, like, it unlocks something in people's brains where they're like, you know, even a game, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is one of the original Pokemon games, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, this is...
Which is also the most popular set of Pokemon games.
So, like, this is probably, like, you know... because it's as popular as it is, it's probably not as surprising that people would obsess about it as much. But people really will just, like... If there's a game out there, they will just figure every little thing out. And I don't know how they do it. I mean,
yeah.
like...
And trust me, that is not even close to the most convoluted glitch in this game. There's some later on that I can explain much better than that, and there's some that I just have no idea what is going on. But what's about to happen, I'll be able to explain pretty easily because it's pretty simple. So, have you ever seen the kill screen on, I think level 255 of the original Pac-Man?
I don't think I have.
So, basically the concept behind that is, it could be a different level of the game, I don't exactly remember what it is. I think it's level 255. But basically on level 255 or whatever, the original Pac-Man, the game doesn't actually have the programming to support the number 255, and it just wraps right back around to 0, which coding for level 0 doesn't exist, so half the screen just gets filled up with garbage, and it's literally unwinnable. That's why it's called the kill screen, it's because it's the last level of the game that you can encounter. What's about to happen is a very similar bug to that. So I just cycled through all of my Pokemon to make sure Mew gets as little experience as possible. So remember how I mentioned that because level 1 Pokemon don't exist, Mew technically has negative experience points?
Yeah.
So that showed up in the stat screen as like 700,000 experience. So as long as I get less than enough experience to level him up to level 2, he's just gonna shoot right back up to level 100, because that's really where he should be in the first place. Oh, hello Thust and Thus, Aunt.
I'm looking at this Pac-Man kill screen as well, and that's an image right there.
Yep. It's a pretty iconic gaming image. So now at this point, I've got a level 100 Mew and a level 53 Raichu in my party. Basically, nothing can stop me. So now I think we're just going to get a bit more relatively normal gameplay while I do some story-related stuff.
The Onyx is here. Back the fuck up.
You better back the fuck up, because Mew's about to pound ya.
The Onyx is here.
Pound is the only move Mew has. Pound is really the only move he's going to need for right now.
Just pounding. Mew loves pounding.
Well, this girl's boyfriend is cool, apparently. We're about to embarrass her in front of her boyfriend with our level 100 Mew.
Yeah.
Nidoran is one of the more interesting early Pokemon to me, because there's specifically a male and a female variant. This was in Generation 1 before individual Pokemon just had genders themselves. Like, you don't have a male Pikachu or a female Pikachu in Generation 1, it's just a Pikachu.
Are you saying that this game is woke?
I guess to an extent.
Damn.
Pokemon was based and we didn't even know it.
I can't believe they made Pokemon political.
I kind of like the Gen 1 Geodude sprite just because he's giving you a thumbs up.
He's a real dude, that Geodude. He kind of looks like a tooth, also.
And this guy apparently just has a bunch of Geodudes. So we'll be seeing a lot of that sprite for a moment. Oh no, he has a Machop as well. Whatever will we do? That's a really goofy sprite.
It looks like Barney the dinosaur a little bit.
I kind of like his Owo face.
And he also has his head is like, what is that? Hair, scales, labia? What is that?
I think it's scales. I also don't like how his ribs are just straight lines.
It looks like he's got like plated tits, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it.
Whoops, no, I don't need to change Pokemon. I've got the only Pokemon I am ever going to need. Until I start encountering the truly fucked up glitches. Oh yeah, and this is a cool guy who's got a girlfriend.
Damn.
Well, I just beat your girlfriend's Nidorans. Let's see what you've got on hand. A Rattata. Bro, you aren't impressing anybody.
That's lame.
Well, okay, you did 2 points of damage to Mew before you got critted into oblivion, so I guess that's something going for you. And hello, Bad Dragonite.
What?
That's somebody in the chat. Their name is Bad Dragonite. Dragonite, if you weren't aware, Oob is a Pokemon.
Okay, cool. I did not know that. That helps a little.
And this girl's boyfriend has a cute Pokemon that everyone here is dating. Except for me, because I'm Ace. And that's why I'm sitting inside playing Pokemon.
It's just that that Leon comic, the
I know which one you're talking about.
The Plague of Gripes.
I'd prefer if you don't say the punchline on YouTube.
I'm not gonna say it. You can say it if you want to.
I'd prefer not to. But it is a very funny comic.
Just trying to get banned, that's all.
Geodude looks like it has curly hair in this gen. Yeah, kind of. Alright, sweet, and now we can just go into this random person's house. Nope, it's Chuck Tusta. So, this guy was doing some weird experiment. Don't ask me what the experiment was, I don't want to know, and he got combined with a Pokemon.
Oh.
So let's help him out. And let's just run this weird separation thing.
Maybe he was trying to find glitches.
Perhaps.
In the game.
He became one himself. A terrifying concept.
What if that happens to us?
I don't think we'll get consumed by the glitches. That can't happen.
I hope it does. If that happens, that means I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
So Bill, one thing that's always bugged me about this is that Bill comes out of the separator, but the Pokemon that he got fused with didn't. What happened to the Pokemon?
Think of the Pokemon.
Did it just go into the ether? Did he die? Bad Dragonite suggests that Bill was just stuck in his fursuit, which honestly, yeah, that's probably the better explanation.
Your contributions are appreciated, Bad Dragonite.
Now we just take this unnecessarily long path back to Cerulean City. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to the police officer outside, but people in this house were robbed by Team Rocket.
And they're just they're giving the police they're giving they're making the police sketch and like, make sure that the guy has big tits. That's what he did. He had them.
That episode didn't make it to America.
Why not?
Because apparently Pokemon isn't as woke as you thought.
Damn. I'm fine with it being political in that way.
Somebody should edit all the sprites in this game to, like, give Machop tits. Here's Drowsy. What do you think of Drowsy, Oob?
I think he is a cool guy who likes to smoke the weed.
Drowsy is, an interesting Pokemon. I say interesting because, it's canon that its evolution kidnaps children. I'm not making that up.
Of course, yeah.
Pokemon gets a little weird sometimes. I can't go that way yet. I think I gotta go down here.
Isn't there one where they, like, eat the Pokemon?
Yes. In Generation 2, there is a subplot where, Team Rocket is selling Slowpoke tails to eat.
Ah!
Here's the daycare.
Of all the, Pokemon... Of all the Pokemon that I would eat, I feel like Slowpoke is not one of the more appetizing ones.
Oh, apparently in the anime, Bill actually was stuck in a suit. Oh, whoops, I guess I can't get this guy because he's too thirsty. So I go through the underground path instead. Because we don't have any thirsty guards down here. What a wonderful little area. And I think this is one of those areas where I want to avoid as many trainers as possible, because they can be used for the same glitch that I used to get Mew. And that can be useful later on. I think I can't avoid this one. Or maybe I can. These guys are unavoidable. Apparently Farfetch'd gets cooked too in the anime. Didn't know about that. Are you familiar with the Pokemon Farfetch'd, Oob?
I'm gonna look him up. That's a very bad name for a Pokemon.
It's a pretty bad Pokemon.
Alright, I at least can see why you'd maybe want to cook him up.
I mean, he just kind of looks like a fowl.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He's some kind of poultry. You could probably fry him or rotisserie him or something. And like, what is the closest analog we have to the Slowpoke in our world?
They're kind of like, I think they're supposed to be based on like hippos or something. But,
yeah, I mean, unless I'm wrong, like, are hippos, like, can you eat a hippo? Like, are there any cultures that eat hippo?
Yeah, exactly, Mad Dragonite. He's a duck that carries around a green onion as a weapon. He's literally just asking to be eaten.
I kind of like his design. He's got like a unibrow.
He's one of the more interesting looking generic birds. It's
He has a bad name, but he's kind of funny looking in a good way.
It's a shame that he is completely worthless in the games. He never even got an evolution until the point where nobody cared about him in the first place anyway, so...
He kind of looks like he should be voiced by the actor that plays Columbo.
I should get the Farfetch'd trade in Vermilion. I forgot that was a thing. What do I have to trade for it?
So apparently, there are certain African countries that will eat hippo.
Oh. Don't eat the hippos. They look nice.
I'm seeing the Congo. That's about it. That's these are very generic Google results, so I don't know how much I trust them. But
wow.
You know, honest to God, I'm seeing here Cote d'Ivoire. Honestly, if you can kill a hippo, you can eat it. Like, that's kudos to you.
Alright, yeah, this is the building I wanted, the Pokemon fan club.
Like, if you're able to get in a fight with a hippo and win, I think you should be allowed to do what you want with the hippo after that, as long as you don't fuck it.
Wow. You have to say that right before I encounter this lovely gentleman, the chairman of the Pokemon fan club, who's collected over 100 Pokemon.
That guy probably would want to fuck the hippo. Look at his hat. That's a degenerate.
He is very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. And of course we came here to hear about them. Well, his favorite Rapidash. It's cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. Look this thing up. It's literally just a My Little Pony.
It's a pony. I mean, it's kind of cool looking. It's got like fire for its mane or something.
Well, this guy seems to like it quite a bit much more than you do.
Maybe it's like a horse complex, you know. So there are people who get really, you know, who kind of eroticize the horse because it's got a fat ass. You know, maybe
that's certainly one way to put it. Because this guy, he's got some eroticizing going on.
Big dick, you know.
Love it. Hug it. Wang.
I'm sure there's pictures of Rapidash's dick somewhere around the internet. Probably big. It's probably on fire.
I'll hold my tongue for this part. And he thinks it's cuddly and spectacular. He literally just keeps fucking going on.
This stream was your idea.
Ravishing. Oops, look at the time.
Yeah, he's gotta go jerk off.
Apparently. And he gives me a bike voucher. So now I can get a bicycle.
Cool.
And I can ride far, far away from him.
What if instead you had to ride a Rapidash?
Oh, good God. Okay, you can trade a Spearow for Farfetch'd. I do not have a Spearow, unfortunately, because I've been really bad about actually catching Pokemon. Alright, well, I think that is a pretty good place to leave things off. I think the chairman of the Pokemon fan club is the highlight of this stream easily.
You want to leave off on the guy who wants to do sexual things to Rapidash? That's where you want to leave off?
I kind of, just because the next part coming up is just going to be a bunch of battles where I one-shot everything, and I'm probably just going to do a lot of that off-stream, because that's... well, I don't know. Do you want to do that on stream? We can do a bunch of battles where I just one-shot everything.
I mean, it's you've had pretty ironclad control over the tone of and pacing of this so far. So you do what you think.
Yeah, let's keep going. Why not?
Oh, fine. Alright, never mind. We're not leaving.
We both talked me into it.
We're not fucking leaving.
Actually, I don't even think I have to do 99% of the battles here.
Yeah, just glitch it. Just do another glitch.
You don't even have to glitch this part. You just have to know where to go. Because really, the only reason you do all the fights in here is for the experience, which... I mean... Look at my Pokemon, I really don't need it. Let's switch Raichu in front, I guess, so he gets a little bit of experience. In the anime, there's an episode where they get stuck on a raft in the middle of an ocean with Team Rocket. I feel like I remember that one. In desperation, Team Rocket consider eating James's Magikarp, but Misty says they're not edible. I remember that now.
Wait, they're not... Magikarp are not edible.
Right.
They're fish!
Although if I remember right, I think Meowth just tried to bite into the living Magikarp and his teeth chipped on it.
That probably isn't a good
So
idea.
maybe they're just really stupid and they didn't try to kill it or cook it first.
I mean, my next question was going to be, how did they find out it's not edible?
Well, yeah, because Meowth just tried taking one bite out of it and it didn't work, so...
It has to be. It's a fish. Is it poisonous? Is there no way to cook out the poison?
Maybe it just doesn't have meat. Maybe it's all bones and scales.
It's all bones. It's Mr. Bones.
Mew is definitely edible. Eat the Mew. It's my strongest Pokemon. I'm not eating it yet. Perhaps later we'll find a glitch that can eat it. I know of one specifically that might be able to.
Now, Eradicate, that's not... that. If you told me that's not edible, I would believe that.
I mean, it's a bit chonky. I believe there's gotta be some meat on it.
I wouldn't eat it. You eat that, you're gonna get some kind of terrible influenza.
How about Kadabra here? He's holding a spoon. He's basically giving you a utensil to eat him with.
Yeah, he's pretty lean. He's pretty lean. I mean, there doesn't look like there's a lot of meat on him. Yeah, see, if nothing else...
Pikachu you could absolutely eat.
Well, why would you, though?
Kadabra tastes like lobster. I believe that.
Maybe. See, this is why you keep playing. This is why you do all the one-hit kills. Because now we can go through and say which ones... Like,
we just use him to cook everything else.
Charmeleon. Well, he's probably quite spicy.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this is the only fight on the ship that we have to do. And now we can go talk to the shipmaster and get cut. But there's something we have to do first. He's sick. So we gotta rub his back. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
And now he's going to give us the cut move. And I just remembered. Do you know what comes after this? Well, first me going to the wrong floor. I know you don't know what comes after this, but I know what comes after this, and it's going to make you very happy.
I love being happy.
Well, first, ship sails away. Bye-bye. While I'm on a boat by the lonely island plays, yes. Thank you, Bad Dragonite. Magikarp are super bony and have very little meat. That's why they're so weak at swimming and can only splash in battle. Makes sense to me. That's why Magikarp isn't edible.
Alright,
Because it
fair
just
enough.
sucks.
It's Mr. Bones.
What's this sign say? Hey, Oob.
My happy place. You were gonna stop right before this.
I kind of forgot this was right here. What a surprise! Diglett's dug this long tunnel.
Ah!
It goes right to Viridian City. So this is how you backtrack to, Viridian and Pewter City.
Okay, I don't care. Where are the Diglets?
Well, it's not a Diglett, but it's a Dug trio.
Oh my god, I love them!
Speculations on what Diglett looks like underground.
Oh, we know what they look like underground. We've seen it. Everyone's seen that.
Everyone's seen the picture. I don't
We've
know
all
how much luck I'm going to have catching these things, because I can't exactly
Now,
hit them without knocking them out.
putting aside my love of the Diglets, I don't think I'd eat them just because I don't know. Like, what kind of meat do you think they've got on?
That is true, Joanna. They do canonically have feet, according to the Mystery Dungeon games. There's
I
Diglett
mean, maybe
itself.
they're kind of like a guinea pig, which I know there are like some cultures that eat guinea pig.
I do like Diglett's sprite in Generation 1, but that's just because it's Diglett. I like it in general.
Well, it's not like they change it a whole lot. I mean, Diglett kind of looks the same all the time, right?
Yeah, you dig.
He's just a bald nugget.
We are going to give a nickname to the Diglett, obviously, but I don't know what to name him.
King.
King? Hell yeah. Wait, no, you know what's even better than King?
Call it Slay Queen.
Armor King.
Whatever, that works too.
Tekken Bowl Stream 1.
Right now, we just switch games.
Yeah, Oob, have you seen Wiglet and its evolution?
Yeah, I've seen Wiglet.
Wug Trio.
I have seen the goddamn W is for Wug Trio.
You had it set for M to Mumbo. So I think... Oh, I can trade my Abra for a Mr. Mime.
Well, do you want to do that?
Let's make a save state just in case I need the Abra later.
In case we regret this, which we will. This.
Yeah, let's trade our Abra. This is a great decision.
Now, would Mr. Mime, if you ate Mr. Mime, would that just be cannibalism?
I think the better question is, if Ash's mom is banging Mr. Mime, is that illegal?
Well, Mr. Mime, like, isn't he, like, what animal is he supposed to be? Or
He's
is he
literally,
just, like,
he's a mime, but that's its own animal.
but that's a person. Mimes are humans.
No, they're a different kind of animal. So there goes our Abra.
Maybe in Japan they are. I don't know.
You served us well in getting a Mew, and now you serve us well in getting the worst fucking psychic type ever.
Yeah, how could you have stopped the stream before this happened? Jesus, I hate him.
That
I hate
sprite
him so
looks
much.
bad.
Okay, he looks way worse on the stream than it did on Bulbapedia.
Yeah, because it's smaller on Bulbapedia.
Ugh.
Let's take a look at what he's got going on. Well, his name is Marcel.
Of course it is. French fuck.
His original trainer was named Trainer. Great name. He knows Confusion and Barrier. Neither of those moves are good. He's only level 8, so I wouldn't expect him to know anything that good, but great, we're never going to use him.
I miss Fat Pikachu.
Fat Pikachu is the best Pikachu. He literally just traded me a dude named Marcel. Yeah, is that illegal?
I mean, maybe Pokemon is positing that the French are not people.
Did that teach properly? Or can I not use that? Okay, I guess I didn't. A nose cut. So... Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is Generation 1. I've got to actually... Okay, never mind. I can't actually use it right now. Well, that is a problem. Okay, that's fine, actually. We can just go back through Diglett Cave and progress as normal. Because I think the only thing you actually need to use Cut for is to get into Lieutenant Surge's gym. And I think the only reason you would need to do that is to use the Fly move out of combat. Which Fly will be useful later on, but by the time we need to use that, I will pretty much have access to the beginning of the game through other ways. I didn't realize how Brock Skip might have ended up screwing things up.
But that's okay, we got Diglett on screen, so
we
we
even caught a Diglett, so... In fact, because we caught him, let's take a look at his stats. High speed, pretty much standard for Diglett. I didn't realize they had such a good special in this generation.
Yeah, well, he's special.
He is. Diglett is a very special Pokemon. Special to me. The pre-evolution of Mr. Mime looks like a clown. They all look like clowns! That's the problem! Yes, I skipped Brock. If you couldn't tell yet, Bad Dragonite, this is anything but a normal Pokemon playthrough. Might be soft locked? I don't think I am.
In this game, Mr. Mime just looks like a tumor.
As long as I can get to the point where I can use Surf, I don't think I'm soft locked.
Mr. Mime looks like the physical embodiment of a cirrhosis liver.
Oh, I didn't have to skip Brock to get the Glitch Mew Joanna. I just skipped Brock because I'm showing off glitches. And skipping Brock is a glitch, and Brock through walls is an extension of that. Well, there's a Spearow. I can catch that. Well, if I do have balls. I can catch that to at least get a Farfetch'd.
Ooh.
Whoops. Did not mean to encounter that trainer. I think it's fine.
Oh, man.
Gotta fight young man.
He has a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, remember how all of the characters in Sonic 06 are just named, like, young man, middle-aged man? That's kind of how things are in this game.
Youngster.
And there's a slightly bigger bunny rabbit.
He's got a horn. He's a horny boy.
Bunnies do be horny. after I find the person that, trades for, Farfetch'd, which, I believe Bad Dragonite said that it was in, Vermilion, so that should be in this town here.
This Slipknot song?
Nah, I don't like that song. Oh yes, this guy who is putting up a building on this plot of land, and 2 years later he is still trying to do the same thing. That's not the noise that birds make. Birds go, wah! There we go. Let's get a Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
Whoops, I gotta pull the Spearow out of my PC. That's right. Let's get rid of Pidgey. You have served us well in setting up Brock through walls, but I will probably never need you again.
You are also a rat with wings.
Well, that's not very nice.
He's a pigeon, right?
I think. So if Pokemon can be digitized and put into computers, does that mean Pokemon are just Digimon? We don't talk about it. Oh my god, I forgot to actually pull the Spearow out. I am great at this game. I'm just trying to extend this stream as long as I can. It's intentional.
Content. It sounds like chat's having a good time.
Digimon are just Pokemon with a Second Amendment. Alright, here's our second trade today for a Pokemon that's basically just strictly worse. But it's okay, because this is a very special Farfetch'd. I happen to know this. And I happen to know that this Farfetch'd has this very special nickname, and that's why it's special. Heck yeah, Spearow solo run? You say that. Not too long ago, I didn't do this on stream, but I did a solo run of Heart Gold with just a Golduck. That was interesting. So let's take a look at Dox, the Farfetch'd. Yes, his name is Dox. That is the special thing about him.
What animal is he based on? Oh! He's based on a turkey.
Yeah. I thought it was supposed to be, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, a really... I thought it was an ibis.
It's an emu.
And its moveset is terrible. I cannot imagine wanting to use any one of those moves. You've done a solo Heart Gold run with Chikorita Meganium. That sounds... You say that's fun, it sounds anything but. Alright, well, now that we've gotten our Farfetch'd, I think that's a good place to leave off. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for joining me, Oob. Any last things to say before we leave?
Do I have anything?
Yeah. Any
Um,
words of wisdom?
I think that if I were going to eat a Pokemon, I would probably eat what are the like what's like a bird one that is what's the closest one to a chicken?
Closest to a chicken? I don't know off the top of my head.
They have no chicken. You know what? Just don't eat Pokemon. Listen to
Or
PETA.
eat all of them.
Listen to PETA.
Torchic,
don't
that's
eat
right.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Probably
Torchic's evolution line. Thank you, Bad Dragonite.
All right, I'd eat him.
All right.
That's all I have. That's the last thing I'm gonna say.
Awesome. Thank y'all for joining us.